Good afternoon. This is the regular session, Board of Commissioners, April 1st, 2019. I'd ask that all cell phones be placed on mute and vibrate, and we'll stand and salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'll call this meeting to order. Would you please call the roll?
Mayor Mancini.
Here.
Commissioner Bayard.
Here.
Commissioner Latanzi.
Here. Would you please read the sunshine notice?
Notice of the time and place of this meeting have been posted in the office of the municipal clerk, published by the Beach Haven Times on December 6, 2018, and the Asbury Park Press on December 10, 2018, and filed with the municipal clerk.
Thank you. I'll ask for a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes of the previous meetings and to approve the same as recorded in the minute book.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Latanzi.
Yes.
Commissioner Bayard.
Yes.
Mayor Mancini.
Yes. We'll move on to the agenda portion of the meeting. We'll start with proclamations.
This week we have a proclamation declaring National Library Week, which is April 7th through 13th, and it encourages all residents to visit the library and explore all it has to offer. Can you guys step up and say anything?
Our president is Washington.
Your name now?
Bernadette Callanan.
Thanks, Bernadette.
Here's your confirmation, and thank you so much for doing what you do.
Oh, thank you. And the friends, thank you.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Should I say a few words?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we're very pleased to receive this proclamation from our town, and I want to remind everybody that our library has a number of wonderful programs. They have, we have a great staff there who will help you with whatever. There's computer service. You can get all kinds of help in that way. And we're working very hard, and they have the new manager, Tony Smirnow, and her staff have done a great deal of work with the teenagers and the younger children in the area on Long Beach Island. So I just wanted to mention that, that they have actually increased the participation at a great level. So we're very excited about that. And we invite you all to come to the library, come to our programs, which are free, which our taxes pay for. So we would be very delighted to have you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good job. Okay, let's move on to ordinances and public hearings.
Second reading ordinance 19-07, bond ordinance authorizing reconstruction and/or resurfacing of various roadways in the Township of Long Beach, County of Ocean, New Jersey, appropriating the sum of $450,000 therefore, authorizing the issuance of general obligation bonds or bond anticipation notes of the Township of Long Beach, County of Ocean, New Jersey, in the aggregate principal amount of up to $427,500. Making certain determinations and covenants, and authorizing certain related actions in connection with the foregoing. Passed on first reading at a regular meeting held on March 4th, 2019, and advertised in the Beach Haven Times issue of March 7th, 2019.
Thank you. I'll open this to the public for comment. Hearing and seeing none, we'll close the public hearing. I'll ask for a motion to adopt ordinance 19-07 on second reading.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Latanzi.
Yes.
Commissioner Bayard.
Yes.
Mayor Mancini.
Yes.
Second reading ordinance 19-08, bond ordinance authorizing the repair and/or replacement of bulkheads in the Township of Long Beach, County of Ocean, New Jersey, appropriating the sum of $200,000 therefore, authorizing the issuance of general obligation bonds or bond anticipation notes of the Township of Long Beach, County of Ocean, New Jersey, in the aggregate principal amount of up to $190,000, making certain determinations and covenants, and authorizing certain related actions in connection with the foregoing. Passed on first reading at a regular meeting held on March 4th, 2019, and advertised in the Beach Haven Times issue of March 14th, 2019.
Thank you. I'll open this to the public for comment.
and seeing none, we'll close the public hearing. I'll ask for a motion to adopt ordinance 19-08 on second reading.
So moved. Second?
Commissioner Lattanzi?
Yes.
Commissioner Bayard?
Yes.
Mayor Mancini?
Yes.
Second reading ordinance 19-09C, an ordinance amending an ordinance entitled Code of the Township of Long Beach, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, 1997, as the same in Chapter 51, which pertains to beaches. Passed on first reading at a regular meeting held on March 4th, 2019, and advertised in Beach Haven Times issue of March 7th, 2019.
Thank you. I'll open this to the public for comment. Hearing and seeing none, we'll close the public hearing. I'll ask for a motion to adopt ordinance 19-09C on second reading.
So moved. Second?
Commissioner Lattanzi?
Yes.
Commissioner Bayard?
Yes.
Mayor Mancini?
Yes.
First reading ordinance 19-10, an ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriation limits and to establish a cap bank in 2019 pursuant to NJSA 40A:4-45.14.
Thank you. I'll ask for a motion to approve ordinance 19-10 on first reading.
So moved. Second?
Commissioner Lattanzi?
Yes.
Commissioner Bayard?
Yes.
Mayor Mancini?
Yes.
First reading ordinance 19-11C, an ordinance to amend an ordinance entitled Code of the Township of Long Beach, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, 1997, in Chapter 205, which pertains to mixed use and setbacks.
Thank you. I'll ask for a motion to approve ordinance 19-11C on first reading.
So moved. Second?
Commissioner Lattanzi?
Yes.
Commissioner Bayard?
Yes.
Mayor Mancini?
Yes.
First reading ordinance 19-12, bond ordinance authorizing the acquisition and implementation of an asset management plan for the water and sewer utility systems in and for the Township of Long Beach, County of Ocean, New Jersey, appropriating the sum of $100,000 therefore, authorizing the issuance of general obligation bonds or bond anticipation notes of the Township of Long Beach, County of Ocean, New Jersey, in the aggregate principal amount of up to $100,000, making certain determinations and covenants, and authorizing certain related actions in connection with the foregoing.
Thank you. I'll ask for a motion to approve ordinance 19-12 on first reading.
So moved. Second?
Commissioner Lattanzi? Commissioner Bayard?
Yes.
Mayor Mancini?
Yes. We'll move on to adoptions and approvals.
Resolution 19-0104.01, approve various water sewer account changes. Resolution 19-0401.02, approve various traffic regulations for the Grand Beach Yacht Club Regattas. Laser North American Championship, July 17 through 21. LBIYRA Interclub, July 31st, 2019. BBYC Annual Optimistic Regatta, August 23 to 25. And Optimist Atlantic Coast Championship, September 20 through 22. Resolution 19-0401.03, approve local commitment for Resilient New Jersey program. Resolution 19-0401.04, approve various personnel matters.
I'll ask for a motion to approve items 7 through 10.
So moved. Second?
Commissioner Lattanzi?
Yes.
Commissioner Bayard?
Yes.
Mayor Mancini?
Yes. We'll move on to licenses and permits.
Resolution 19-0401.05, approve applications for various catering permits. These are all for Cabela's 2. We have one May 18th, July 5th, July 14th, July 28th, August 11th, and September 1st.
Thank you. I'll ask for a motion to approve item 11.
So moved. Second?
Commissioner Lattanzi?
Yes.
Commissioner Bayard?
Yes.
Mayor Mancini?
Yes. Move on to purchases, contracts, and awards.
Resolution 19-0401.06, approve the extension of a lease. This is for the food and beverage trailer in Bayview Park. Resolution 19-0401.07, authorize various actions pertaining to the 2019 water meter equipment project bid.
Thank you. I'll ask for a motion to approve items 12 and 13.
So moved. Second?
Commissioner Lattanzi?
Yes.
Commissioner Bayard?
Yes.
Mayor Mancini?
Yes. We move on to financial approvals.
Resolution 19-0401.08, accept a performance bond. This is Jones Hooven, Block 18.08, Lot 5.01 and 5.02, Land Use Board 39-17, in the amount of $4,400. Resolution 19-0401.09, authorize an increase to a change fund. Resolution 19-0401.10, authorize various rates for the municipal transportation vehicles. Resolution 19-0401.11, approve an increase to the current and water sewer temporary budget. Resolution 19-0401.12, authorize the use of the 3-year average collection rate for the 2019 budgets reserved for uncollected taxes. Resolution 19-0401.13, introduce the 2019 municipal budget. Resolution 19-0401.14, approve bills of payroll, bills in the amount of $6,484,142.72, payroll in the amount of $868,560.07.
We want to do the budget now.
The hearing is going to take place on May 6th, as long as we get state approval.
Okay. All right, I'll ask for a motion to approve items 14 through 20.
So moved. Second.
Commissioner Lattanzi?
Yes.
Commissioner Bailey?
Yes.
Mayor Mancini?
Yes, we'll enter into the commissioners' reports. Commissioner Lattanzi?
So I'm going to give you the preliminaries on the budget. This will be submitted and it will be available online tomorrow. First, I'd like to thank Lydia Gilmore and Brian Logan. Lydia's our new financial CFO, who's this is her first budget by herself, did a great job. So thank you to Lydia. And Brian is our auditor, been auditor here for many years. So obviously they do all the hard lifting here, and I just kind of give the report. But the ratables for 2019 are $7,985,271,000. That's an increase in $76 million. The purpose tax from 2018 to 2019 has increased by $502,000. So the bottom line is that our general tax rate goes from 0.240 to 0.244, which is 0.4 of a penny. To put in perspective, again, we're always about the second lowest on the island. Usually Barnegat Light beats us out by a little bit, but again, we're only raising by 0.4. We don't know what the other towns are doing this year. That additional increase brings in $316,000. So on an average homeowner of $940,000, that increases their tax bill by about $37. Our sewer and water rates are remaining unchanged. The bulk of our increases are going for healthcare and our pension systems. The healthcare increase is $120,000 increase, and our police and fire, as well as our other pension benefits, going up $162,000, which the total is $280,000. So they set most of that increase. I really formally can't take any formal questions today, but we're going to answer some general questions at the time of our question and answer period. And for the same paper, I'll give you a copy of this so you don't have to jot it all down. That's my report.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Barrett?
I don't have anything to announce today, but if you've driven on the boulevard in Long Beach Township, you'll see that P&A has started to put in the water main from here to almost Beach Haven. So you're going to have the boulevard disrupted throughout the whole spring. But we will have a nice new water main there and some new sewer mains. That's all I have.
All right, thanks, Ron. The next meeting of the Land Use Board will be held on Wednesday, April 10th, 2019 at 7 p.m. in the upstairs multi-purpose room. Second reading and public hearing for ordinances 19-10, 11C, 12 will take place at the meeting held on May 6th at 4 p.m. A couple things. The state of New Jersey finally accepted our tax maps after being rejected a couple times. So once they sign off on that, the reassessment will start. So we're thinking reassessment will start probably June-ish. The second party vendor that's going to be doing that will contact everybody to make arrangements to inspect your homes. That's number one. Number two, the state has done another unfunded mandate where anybody who rents their properties have to have them inspected. We don't inspect them. You have to make arrangements through the county. And we have all that information up on our website. And I think we also mailed it out the last mailing, didn't we?
We had a letter in there explaining.
We had a letter in there. Geez, I forgot your report. I'll get right back.
I don't have it, so don't worry about it.
Right through it. Okay, that's that. And the last thing is our new terminal drawings, phase 1. If you go down, it's complete. is starting to catch sand. The beach is looking pretty good down there. It'll look a lot better once we get approval for phase 2, which is another 100 yards of going out there with the capping of stone. And that should really, really do the job for a whole meet, like it did for Barney and Light back in the day when they put theirs in. So that's all I have to say. Al, you don't have?
No.
Okay, sorry about that. All right, I'd now like to open this to the public. If you have anything to say, please come up, tell us who you are and where you live, and have at it. Yes, ma'am, come on up.
My name is Sue DeHaven, I'm on 66th Street. I didn't speak at the last open meeting, but I did this time collect some questions from some of the folks that haven't been, who are still out of town. And of course, this is in reference to the pier and the parking. So first off, I noticed in the sandpaper that, or it implied in the sandpaper, that you were moving forward with the parking lot. Is that exactly true or not true, or
Oh, no,
can you clarify?
Yeah, it's true. We submitted for the CAPRA permit, and so they have another response time. We altered it from the one that was incorrect to the new one that has the 5 parking spots.
Okay, and so you haven't heard back from the DEP is still collecting information?
They're still collecting, and they will be notifying all the adjoiners as to a comment period.
Okay.
So you still have a comment period.
No, perfect. We just couldn't
Yeah.
kind of get. So, and we have some other kind of little background questions to ask.
Sure.
First of all, where did the idea for the parking lot actually come from?
For people who wanted to utilize the pier that are handicapped.
And how many people were that? Were
Quite a
there?
few.
Like how many? 3, 10, 50?
18.
So, okay. So I can see the pier from my deck. I have never seen anybody out there fishing or sitting out there. I see kids running up and down and jumping off the side, but I don't really see any public use for it. So I'm just wondering how someone can complain when I don't even see usage. The other question I have is, I don't understand why, and maybe you can explain, why we need to spend our resources putting up parking spaces there when there's plenty of parking spaces in the baby park, and you can just walk over there.
We're not talking about people who can walk. We're talking about handicapped people that can't make that short distance there. So that's what we're doing.
Okay, so there's no ADA requirement.
No, it's something that the township is doing because we have a need for it.
Okay. Well, there is no ADA requirement, just to be clear, because if there's no parking spaces there, then there's no ADA requirement.
The pier is ADA compliant.
But there's no requirement for the parking spaces.
It's my requirement.
Okay, the other, a couple of other questions. The master plan, the 2017 master plan does encourage wetlands and natural shorelines. And so it just kind of doesn't make sense.
That parking lot's not in the wetlands. It's beyond the buffer. It's uplands.
So, a couple of other things. Have you done any traffic studies to see how many cars?
No, we don't, absolutely don't need it.
Okay, and how many cars do you think will be going in and out of that parking lot?
We don't know yet.
Well, you've had 18 people complain, so is that going to be 18 cars once a year?
All right, look.
I'm not being wise. I'm just saying, do you have any idea?
Ma'am, come on, please. I don't know what time the sun's coming up tomorrow, if it's going to be cloudy. So ask me something I can
Okay,
answer.
sure. So, I will.
Good.
Or maybe you can answer it, maybe you can't. I don't know whether you can answer these questions. But nonetheless, maybe then just hypothetically think about how many cars you expect to enter and exit from the parking lot. There's no traffic light there to kind of gate the traffic. Making a left-hand turn across 3 lanes. How many cars do you think will be making left turns across 3 lanes? Will they only be able to make right-hand turns? The traffic is very busy in the summer.
Good. I noticed that.
Okay. And so you're not concerned about how many cars come in and out of there?
Not at all.
There you go. Okay. Finally, does the mere presence of the Bayview Park invite this kind of development? Is that kind of the philosophy, that just the mere presence of Bayview Park invites that development?
No, the county put an outfall line out that sticks above the water, and we put the pier over top of it so nobody would get hurt.
I mean the whole
Excuse me,
Bayview
I'm
Park.
speaking.
Okay, but you're not answering the question.
I am answering the question. So we put the pier over the outfall line, and we made it ADA compliant, so that Long Beach Township, which has the oldest median age of everybody in the state, which is 66 years old, we have a lot of handicapped people that are residents and taxpayers, and it's for their accommodation.
Does the mere presence of Bayview Park invite development?
No, not at all. As I said, the county put an outfall line in, which is dangerous. People can run into it. Boaters, windsurfers.
Absolutely.
Okay. So what's the problem?
The problem is, you know what the problem is. Okay.
No, I really don't.
Well-
We need parking for our handicapped people, and you have a comment period with the state DEP coming up.
Right.
And please ask them your questions.
We
We are
will-
moving forward with it when we get the permit.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
Dennis O'Day, 11 Goodrich.
Yes.
Is there a mandate for that parking lot? You say you need it. There's,
Yeah, if we
you
do.
have no record or no knowledge of a specific mandate to put handicap parking right at that spot.
It's a handicap pier, and that's what we have to do. That's what we're doing.
You know, we really didn't need, we put that pier in, and we really didn't need it. Now we need a parking lot because we put a pier in.
For the
And is it mandated? Is there somewhere where you see something written
No,
that we could review?
no, there's nothing mandated. It's common sense. You put up an ADA pier, you need parking to have the handicap people use it. And I don't know about the people in here, but I have family members, we have neighbors that are handicapped, and for them not to use that is just ludicrous.
I'm
It's
handicapped in
selfish.
my family myself.
Well, good, well, then you know what we're doing.
Yes, but there's already handicap parking quite nearby, within about 100 feet of that,
That's
which
more
are
than
those
100
two, those two handicap spots.
250
by the-
feet away. 250 feet away. There's the handicap parking.
Okay. All right, it's a wetlands area, it's still a challenge.
It's not
Thank you.
wetlands, it's up.
It's a
No,
wetlands
it's
area.
not.
If you
Look at the
read the
wetlands
covenant,
map, sir, look at the
covenant with
wetlands
those
map.
two pieces of property, declared them all
No,
wetlands.
no, they're not. Look at the wetlands line, we have it in our zoning officer, and that's why I keep telling people, make an informed comments and decisions, and talk to the DEP when they have the thing. You're stating something that's totally incorrect. It's beyond the buffer area of the wetlands. The wetlands is 50-some feet away from the furthest west parking spot. Fact. Okay? Please come in and check it out. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Laura Masco, Grand Beach. I want to ask a question, but before you answer it, I want to qualify a little bit. I would like to know what it would take to stop having telephone books delivered in the township. And before you tell me to opt out with the phone number, I've done that every year. And when they came around this year, I wasn't there to stop him from delivering, so we got a phone book. And literally the next day, they were back again on my street. And I was able to stop them and give them back the second one that they were delivering and ask them if they knew where they were, and they couldn't tell me the address that they were at. So even if I was opting out, the people delivering them don't know that. And they were kind enough to pick up all the phone books that they delivered that day on my street, but I'm sure they just went to the next block and did it all over again. So, you know, we've all got these soggy plastic wrapped phone books and nobody in the houses. So it's basically just garbage sitting in people's yards.
The other big problem is it shows you where people aren't
Yes.
residents, so anybody.
So how can we, I would love to see it island-wide, but I'm starting with my town. How do we prevent this?
We'll have Kyle try to run it down.
I'll get your information after the meeting and I'll look into it for you.
That would be great,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, that'd be good. Thank you for that. Yes, sir, what, same subject?
Same thing, same subject.
Same subject?
Yeah, I'll stay later.
Okay. Yeah, we're the same thing. I keep calling up. I don't even have a landline anymore since Sandy. Everybody uses cell phone. So I don't even know why they deliver. But anyway, any other questions? Okay, hearing and seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to close the public session.
So moved.
Second?
Commissioner Lattanzi?
Yes.
Commissioner Bayard?
Yes.
Mayor Mancini?
Yes. Okay, meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Yep.
Yes.